Hey there, you cool cats and kittens. Carole Baskin here. Carole Baskin, man. Why you did it, man? Why you did it, man? I know you did. Y'all seen the Tiger King documentary? Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. It wasn't even good. It was just so ridiculous, and it was just so ridiculous, and you had already heard about it that you kind of like had to watch it. And then if you haven't watched it by now, you've heard the story enough to not have to watch it. But that shit was weird, man. I didn't love it at all, but I watched it all. I did. I can't publicly say free Joe Exotic anymore because he has a video about how he wants to use the N-word, you know? But free Joe, man. Let's get into this song. Free Joe, man. We actually talked about Carole Baskin earlier today on the podcast again. Earlier today. Podcast, link in the description. Play this song right here on it.
Carole Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snacking. What's happening? Carole Baskin.
He say they snacking. He say they snacking. You can't be feeding like a man to a tiger. I mean, that's just, no. That's where I draw the line, Carole. Let's get into the song. You know when you go down that wormhole of like a documentary or something that you find out on YouTube and you go down that wormhole, you know what I'm saying? That's how I found this song, looking up shit from Tiger King. It's MERKULES, Carole killed her husband. I've heard of MERKULES like on live freestyles and shit, but I never heard a song by him and I haven't heard this shit. So I of course had to hear this shit. Where's MERKULES from?
Oh, you're bored, right? I bet you've never been this bored. Oh, I was smoking chronic, watching Joe Exotic, and I could tell Carole Baskin was so psychotic. All her husband's money is what I
was smoking chronic watching Joe Exotic. Come on, man, I like that.
Joe Exotic, and I could tell Carole Baskin was so psychotic.
I was smoking chronic watching Joe Exotic, and I could tell Carole Baskin was so psychotic. That's how you start a song off, Merk. You Merk in that motherfucker. That's how you start a song off, though.
All her husband's money is what I know she wanted, so she fed him to the tigers and disposed his body. No wonder no one saw him, this shit was crystal clear. He invested all the money in his business there. It was easier for her to say he disappeared so she could use it as a cover-up when shit gets weird. Now let's talk about...
Hey, MERKULES, this was such a brilliant idea from you, from a marketing standpoint. This is genius.
Say he disappeared so she could use it as a cover-up when shit gets weird. Now let's talk about Jeff Lowe. Joe was depressed, bro, blowing out fat smoke, going all mental. He was going broke till you showed up like, let's go. You took the zoo from him and you turned on him tenfold.
The song that I just played, right? Like, that shit is super popular. Carole Baskin. So why isn't this super popular? This is genius. This is genius. That nigga smart for this. He's smart for this.
Smoke going all mental. He was going broke till you showed up like, let's go. You took the zoo from him and you turned on him tenfold. There was Joe always kissing his ass, not knowing Jeff Lowe's not as rich as he acts, but he thinks he's the man, so Joe gives him a pass. Who would've known Jeff Lowe was a snitch and a rat? I'm just saying. Carole killed her husband. You won't ever change my mind. Carole killed her husband.
Yo, this is like my favorite song I've heard in a while. This is amazing. He did a great job on this.
Prove it, it'll just take time. Carole killed her husband. You won't ever change my mind. Carole killed her husband. I'll prove it, it'll just change. Joe wanted Carole dead, there was hatred inside him. He put a hit on it for 3K as a deposit. Allen drove down to Florida to wait for his target and got sidetracked on his way in the process. He had so much guilt that he couldn't let go. He was mad at himself because he should have said no. He did.
It was easy for him to make this song too. This beat is so dope. And all he really doing is just telling what happened on the documentary. But he's killing this shit. And the reason that I say he's killing it is because this idea is corny. But he did it in such a dope and beautiful way that it's just brilliant marketing. This is...
He could till he couldn't no more, and he ended up spending it on hookers and blow. Now Jeff's undercover like a fucking sucker. Him and James calling Allen to get something from him.
Like if you rap right now, then I'll let you off. Don't only lock up Joe, no one's next to fall. Like did he give you any money to collect it all? Cause if he did, then that's what they'll arrest him for.
Now the cops are only pointing their fingers at Joe, so you can only imagine how bad his sentencing goes. Free Joe. Carol.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Killed her husband. You won't ever change my mind. Carol killed her husband. I'll prove it, it'll just take time. Carol killed her husband. You won't ever change my mind. Carol killed her husband. I'll prove it, it'll just take time. Jefferson Brad. Carol killed her husband. Jefferson Brad.
I was just thinking, this song does not need a third verse. Do not spit a third verse. This song is perfect.
Carol killed her husband. Fuck James Garrison. Fuck James Garrison. Fuck James Garrison. Jefferson Brad.
You have to excuse red flags there. I am going blind looking at girls up the ass. Okay. And you think I'm obsessed with you? Get a life, okay? You're the one who has dedicated 15 fucking pages of bullshit. Because you're so obsessed with me. To the point that you even take pictures off of my Facebook, okay?
But let's just ask Carol Baskin, up front and honestly, what is this really about? Are you that obsessed with Joe Exotic?
Okay?
Hey, all my people out there that listen to Merkules, let me know a song of his to listen to. That is incredible in so many ways that I don't even know if everyone in the world would comprehend it, because he did something remarkable. He took something that was so fucking popular that it's only cliche to make a song about it. It's extremely cliche. So if you do it, you have to be smart. You have to be good. He had a visual. He had their faces with the visual. This is fucking how you do some shit. This is how you do some shit. He did this shit right. He did that shit right. He literally told the whole, anybody who's seen the documentary, whether you like rap music or not, if you've seen this video, you will be like, oh, that shit dope. Oh, that shit crazy. Because it's crazy. It's genius how he did this shit. It's some shit that if I said, yo, I'm going to make a song about this shit, when I finish it, I would say, this shit is garbage. Because it's rare that you could do it that good. It's almost, I don't know this dude's music, but it's almost lucky to do something that good how he did that shit. He did a good job on that shit. That shit was dope. But again, Merkules people that listen to Merkules, let me know a song to listen to by Merkules. I gotta hear something else. Because like I said, I know this was an easy song for him to make because he can rap, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta hear something else, but I am eager to hear something else because I like how he did this shit. That shit was genius. That shit was genius. Black Freckles, man. Holla at your boy. Like, comment, subscribe it. You know how we does it. Don't confuse it. I appreciate y'all, man. 100.